name is Casey Robinson, and the topic I will be discussing is child poverty. Child poverty is a major issue in the country that needs to be addressed immediately. Currently, 1.6 children live in poverty. That's 11.9 million children, making them the poorest age group in the country. Minority children are the ones who are suffering the most. 30.1% of Black children, 29.1% of American Indian children, and 23.7% of Mexican children all currently live in poverty. When a child is exposed to poverty, they experience poor academic achievement, drop out of high school, experience economic hardship, become unemployed adults, and generally end up in the criminal justice system. A child exposed to poverty is more likely to become poor by the age of 30 than a child who never experienced poverty. They are currently implementing a new program. The child tax credit, which used to be given out as one lump sum at tax time, will now be broken down into monthly payments. So depending on the age of the children and how many children you have, you'll receive a certain amount every month to try and help with those people who can't live month to month on what they're currently making. Another program is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or the SNAP program. This program was designed to help people buy food every month and provide food for their families. They're given a card with a set amount on that card to where they can only buy food for their families. I think both of these programs are good, but there needs to be more done. I think one thing they can do is expand the SNAP benefits, especially during the summertime. Children are home during the summer, so they don't have access to school-based foods, which means they are eating more at home, which is more money for their families. So I think people who have children who are school-aged need to be receiving more benefits monthly, especially during the summertime, to help with those extra costs of food that they're experiencing while the child is not in school. Another thing I think that needs to be done is free training programs. People who live in poverty generally drop out of school, so they don't have the skills needed to acquire jobs that will help them make enough money to provide for themselves and their family every month. I think by adding training programs, it'll get more people into the workforce and be able to provide more money for their families monthly. With more training, I think that there needs to be better help with childcare expenses. A lot of people who have children don't go back into the workforce because they can't afford the childcare expenses while they're at work. There needs to be more help to those people who have children who need to be working in order for them to be able to go to work and provide for their family. If they're spending their entire paycheck on childcare, then them going to work really doesn't make sense. One argument that can be made regarding child poverty, whether it be extra money or expending SNAP benefits or anything, is there's no guarantee that the benefits are reaching the children. There's no guarantee that that extra money every month is being used for the children, just like there was no guarantee when it was one lump sum that the children were the ones receiving it. I personally think the lump sum at tax time was generally not going to the children. It was going to things parents wanted to buy but normally couldn't afford, which is why I think doing it monthly is going to help, because a child needs something every month, and the extra money will definitely help them buy school supplies and diapers and everything they need to live month to month. But since it is the parents who are the ones who are actually receiving the benefits, there is no surefire way to make sure the children are actually benefiting from any of it. But if we just sit back and do nothing just because we don't know that the children are benefiting from it, the issue will just get worse. We have to do everything we can to help those children living in poverty, even if there's no guarantee. No child should have to live every day wondering if they're going to be able to eat that day or have a safe place to stay. It's the children who are suffering, and we need to implement new policies in order to reach these children and help get them out of poverty. We need to guarantee that the children have a better life and a better chance at a future not in poverty.